Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Monday, February 8th. We're heading into the Valentine's Day weekend. We're going to be talking about sharing the love. It's really fun. And I hope that you guys are feeling like you've got a handle on this. I know that this is the first time that many of you have been doing this. And so really lean into the document that Tracy had, that she created, the Share the Love document with the scripts. She just posted this morning, another angle to reach out to people. But before we kind of get into the nuts and bolts, how are you guys feeling? Just put in the chat. Do you feel like you have a handle on it? Are you having good success based on your post? I know, Kim, I might ask you to share a little bit about what's been happening for you, because you've had a lot of good feedback. And look, it's not too late if you guys are like, last week was crazy, you weren't able to get on top of your people or whatever. I mean, I've got some people, but I need to do some follow-up. So if you guys want to put in the chat how you're feeling about the whole process and how it's going, great. Cheryl, you got one referral post. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, it requires follow-up, right? Like, this is no different than any other process that we have. We need to follow up with people and just, have them keep going. Oh, that's awesome, Tracy. You got a customer from your spoon post. Congratulations. That's amazing. That's so great. So Tracy's verbiage this morning was really like, I was like, oh, that's a cool angle. Justin always talks about leading people to that yes, that first yes. And sometimes, we don't want to ask people. He tells the story. This is about recruiting, but it can be the same. The principle is the same. We don't want to ask people for $2,500 when we're really at the stage in the relationship where we need to ask them for a quarter, right? Like, sometimes we don't want to ask people too much too soon. So if they're not responding to, posting, or maybe they're not comfortable with that, maybe we go back to them and we use the verbiage that Tracy posted this morning.
I'm trying to save a little of my money right now.
Hi, Angela. I'm so glad you're trying to save money. Can you mute? Awesome. Rock on. We always want to save a few bucks. We can maybe go back to them and ask them if they want to share their code, right? And just share their code with a few friends. And for some people, they'll be like, oh yeah. I mean, I had a few friends that commented on my post back in October. And then when I got into the conversation with them, they said, that's not really my jam. That's not really what I want to do on my social media. I don't want to post. And I was like, okay, that's totally cool. But with this contest, if they post, and if they don't post, they can still share their code. And if people order from that, they can still earn points. They won't earn as many points as if they post, but they can still earn some points. They can still participate in the contest. And then, of course, they can still earn, free shopping credit for people who decide to order. So there's always a win in it for them, regardless of if they post or not. So does that make sense to kind of go in from that angle as well? Awesome, Angela. You got a new customer. That's amazing. Kim, I saw you, but now I don't see you. Do you want to come off mute and just share like how, because this is the first time you've done this.
I'd love to.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, just a couple of things, Lisa, that I would add to what you shared. I shared this with some of my team yesterday. I think that whenever we have a program like this, a contest like this, it's just an opportunity also to reach out to people. And I think that we also have to just kind of not be tied to the outcome and use it as a way to have more conversations, because that's the name of the game. I think that I was thinking about this business model actually in my walk today. And I think the really neat thing is that we're spoon-fed so much content to put out there for marketing. But I think that we have to really be intentional about prospecting and following up and doing that work, because that's where the relationships will be built. That's where the orders will be taken, and that's where the team will be, you can cast vision and all that stuff. So I just think, like, to your point, Lisa, it's really important to engage in those conversations. So yeah, I mean, I did I'm a rule follower. So I was like, okay, these ladies have done it before. I'll do the post. And I did my post and I got some really good engagement from it. So I had a list of probably about 25 people that raised their hands with the hearts, right? So it doesn't mean that 25 are going to post, but got into some really good conversation. There was probably about 7 so far that have said yes, they would post, and 3 are going to actually post today. So until the post is up, we'll see. But I've been spoon feeding them along the way of everything. I put them into the Mojo or the Share the Love group, but I find that a lot of people, right, they don't know what we do. And I think putting them into a group and they don't really understand how social media works. So I just coach them to post tonight at 7 and to make sure that they tag me so I can get the link and get some activity to it. I have suggested to a few of the people to do the pre-post, but I don't know if that will happen. I don't know if that will happen or not, but I think it's just a great opportunity. Lisa, to your point, I used the verbiage yesterday with a bunch of my customers and already got 3 people back that said, send me what it's all about. So I think it's also just helping people understand, like, and for me too, I love Justin's Tuesday training last week. I think we can use that even when we're talking to our prospects or our customers about this contest. Is like, what's the value for them? Like, and I share with a lot of my customers and people that are posting that, listen, my group is going to be a very, very small group. So your ability to win is going to be very high. And so I'd love for you to win a product. Why not? And maybe you'll win the larger prize. So I think letting them know that I have a bunch of people that really want to win something. So I'm like, if there's 2 or 3 people that post, I'm like, you've got a really high chance of, and I'll probably do it. If they get orders, I'll probably kick them something anyway. I mean, I'll probably kick them like so yeah, so it's been fun. I think for me, the really fun thing is, especially being new, right? I just started week 5, is that the spoon post kept me busy with a lot of marketing for a good solid 3 weeks. And then I think a lot of the content that we've been getting has been great, but this to me was just another way to infuse more conversations into what I'm doing. So that's the way that I look at it. I'm not too attached to how many orders I'm going to get from it, but I'm like, if I can get 3 people to post, those conversations are going to be about, hey, you're doing what I'm doing. What about earning income instead of earning referral points? So I'm excited to have those types of conversations. As people post.
Awesome. Yep. It's awesome. I mean, this really just goes back to what we talk about all the time, is that the person with the most conversations wins. I mean, the more conversations you can be in throughout the week, and what's so exciting about what we have here, you guys, is that we just always have opportunities to get in conversations with people. There's always something that's going on, something that we're doing. So it's really great. So between the posting and the scripts to, just ask them if they want to share their code. I think that there's a lot of opportunity, you guys. And if you really just make this an intentional effort this week, that's like what Kim said, you can really be moving forward. And for me, this whole exercise is about expanding my market and expanding more people to know about Modere, to expand more people to register, and get an account with me, right? To just really be planting those seeds to get everyone into my sphere, because we are going to start to really shift our energy and our focus into this new product we're going to start this towards the second half of the month. Then, of course, we're going to all dial into the online conference, the 24th, the 25th, the 26th, and we're going to have our minds blown, and we're going to be so excited, and we're going to really do a really thoughtful and intentional and exciting launch of this product. So
Lisa, I'd love to add 2 more things I want to play up what you just said, because I think it's really, like, again, when I think of like what we've been doing with this. So to your point, like I've had now several people download the app where I probably wouldn't have gotten to that point so quickly with them. So again, it was just a way to have conversations and make sure they have the app and they know how to share that button. But then the other thing that's really worked well for us over the last couple of days, because I said to my team too, we can build for this up until the 13th, right? If we're not picking a person until the 14th, like you could actually have someone post on the 13th. So we have a whole week to promote this and build this and have fun with this. But the other thing that I would suggest to, definitely do with your support people is get people into 3-way chats. So we have a couple of people that are open to posting. And so we're just getting into some chat groups and thanking them, having a third person thank them and show our excitement for it, and just cast a vision about, if they get 5 people that order, that could be like a free product for them, but also it could be an opportunity to really get some even, much better perks in terms of cash.
Totally.
Guys, can I add one thing too? Because we have a lot of new people on the phone who haven't done a referral post, and we've talked about this a couple of times. One of the things that's super effective, Kim just mentioned 3-way chats to even thank them for posting, right? One of the things that I found was really good when somebody does a referral post to me, not only do I give them, here's a good post, but I literally give them like 3 sentences that they can copy and paste into a 3-way chat with myself and anyone who comments on that post. Because the first couple times people did referral posts, I didn't do that. I was just looking who was commenting, trying to reach out. If we're not friends on Facebook, that message goes into some dark hole and maybe they check it, maybe they don't. So that one added step changed everything for me with referral posts. So when you have somebody doing a referral post, their job, they only have their 2 jobs are just to do the post. And then if they have 10 people comment that they want information, to just start 10 quick 3-way chats between themselves, you, and that person. It will totally change everything with the closing rate of those, because you'll be in conversation. And the one last thing I wanted to add was, it's so easy because we focus so heavily on social media. It's so easy to like put out the engagement post to say who wants to know more information about this. I took some time this weekend to just like call or reach directly out to some of my friends who just have a lot of influence. And I was like, hey, do you want in on this? Like, one of my friends is going to win $250. I'm giving away a prize. Lots of people. You don't even have to be a Modere customer yet
Right.
to have a code. We can register you and you can just share the link.
Yeah.
And they were like, sure, like no sweat off their back. They didn't care, but I don't think they would not have reached out to me by just seeing my
Right.
post that said we're doing a fun Share the Love contest. So if there's people in your life that have a lot of influence and that are fun and that you want to collaborate with, just ask them. Be like, look, dude, you can win money, you can win prizes, you can earn shopping credits, and then buy whatever you want at Modere with the shopping credits. And it's a great kind of deeper dive with some of those peeps.
Yeah. So let me just address some of the questions. So we send people the app right away. Like as soon as people register an account, I get them the code because I want them to have the app. It's just so much easier. Even if they haven't ordered yet, I just like get it to them. And especially if, as soon as I have people that are first-time customers, I send them the code. I mean, I send them the verbiage with the link to the app so that they can download it in the YouTube video. That's in the verbiage doc as well. And then Annette, I use, since this is all started, I've really just put everything into an Excel spreadsheet, and I have sections in my Excel spreadsheet. So I'll start a section today with the people who are going to be doing a referral post. It's really helpful. And I track it in terms of like who the friend is that's posting, and then the people who commented in the conversations that I'm in. And then Fatima, of course, like you're going to be in a chat with, let's just say your friend Mary posts for you, and Mary's friends, Mary has 3 friends who comment and want some information. So you and Mary are going to get into a chat with those people because Mary is friends with those people. You are not. And if you send the people who commented a message, it's a 50-50 shot if they're going to even see it, because Facebook puts those people in a separate file. And I mean, this happened to me in October, and unless you get into the connection point with these people, they can comment that they're interested, but they may not see your message. So that's why it's so important to connect with the poster, the original friend that did that for you, and say, listen, let's start some 3-way chats. And let's, I'll do all the work. I always make it very clear they don't have to do anything. I'll send them the videos. I'll add them to the Facebook page, but help me connect to them so that they see who I am. And it just bridges the gap. And you're also training them to be a social marketer, which is, really great. It's really, really great. Okay. You know, you can come up with lots of different things, Angela. I mean, there's lots of different ways that you can track. There's pen and paper. There's, find something that works for you. There's lots of apps. There's lots of systems. Or learn. I didn't used to like Excel either. I would say, it's definitely something that's worth, poking around with. Okay. Any other questions around the share the love? And then I know like nobody wants to get added to another group, but what we found with the share the love event group is that that's where we're going to announce the winners on Saturday. So if your friends are in there, they'll see it. Of course, you can go in and follow up with them. They don't have to be in there to win, but it's just a helpful, and we'll get excited. Or Sunday, not Saturday. Sunday is the 14th, right? So do put them in there. But just like Kim said, I hold everybody's hand. I send them the content. I send them the message. I send them what I want them to post. Yeah, you want to put them in the share the love, Lisa, in that group.
I think she's asking when somebody actually does a referral post and they get points, like where do we?
I'm working on a Google spreadsheet this morning.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to have that. Thank you for asking that. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to put that together. Okay.
So Lisa, Tracy's asking about where the app is. So I don't know, because you and Lisa put together that beautiful text message that has the app and,
Yeah, so in the Google Doc, I'll while we're working, I'll pull it up here and put that particular piece of verbiage in there. It's in the master verbiage doc, and it's a whole, your upline can send this to you too. Let me just put the whole master verbiage doc, and it's in here. And then we were gonna announce promotions from the last week. I know Steph is pulling that report. I don't know if you're still on a call, Steph.
I got it. Nope, I'm off.
Okay.
I got it. Yep. All right. So I think we're going from the 1st of the month till today. So this past week we had Jesse Elmore advanced to Platinum 1, Susan Lamparelli advanced to Team Leader, Marsha Painter advanced to Bronze, Rebecca Kerr advanced to Bronze, Lisa Humphreys advanced to Senior Consultant, Shelby Shackelford advanced to Bronze, Kim Vanderheiden advanced to Director 2. Woo! And that's it. Awesome, guys.
Awesome. Amazing. So fun, you guys. All right. If there's no other questions, we can get to work. I have big shoes to fill here. Okay. Everybody just don't get too excited.
Find some good music, Lisa. Find some good music.
Oh my God. Okay. First of all, where's my music app? I don't even know where it is.
No pressure.
Man, it's, let me see what I can do here. First, let's stop recording. Let's